Hi, I'm here today to talk to you about omega-3s and the importance of omega-3s and having a proper balance between omega-3 essential fatty acids and omega-6 essential fatty acids. We should have equal or near equal amounts of both of those in our dietary intake. And the issue comes back to the fact that our farmers have done such a phenomenal job of growing grains in this country, which are rich in omega-6s. We get lots of 6s and not near enough 3s. So when our body, and there's something called a Krebs cycle, which we're not going to get real complicated on, but within that cycle to produce energy within a cell, omega-6s and omega-3 essential fatty acids are necessary. And they should be in equal or very close to equal ratios. But when we have grains and grain-fed animals and meat that we eat, we get lots of 6s and not enough 3s. The end result is when our cells and the little engines inside of the cells called mitochondria are designed to burn on fuel that's equal amounts, and we're putting in fuels that are unequal. And in America, what should be 1-to-1, some sources say 1-to-4 ratio between omega-6s and 3s. In America, they've done a study, and the people are eating a 1-to-20 to a 1-to-30 ratio. So simplified down, what does that mean? Well, these little engines in the cell called mitochondria, that's kind of like putting diesel fuel in a gasoline engine. The end result is, if it runs at all, the engine's going to run hot, inflamed, and sputter and smoke, and the end result is the life expectancy of that engine is going to be a lot shorter because we're putting the wrong fuel in it and it's running hot. Same principle lies with our cells. If we're continually fueling them with the improper ratio of omega-3s and 6s, our cells are running inflamed. Therefore, the life expectancy of those cells is going to be shorter. While they are alive and functioning, they're not functioning well. These little mitochondria spit out something called ATP, which is energy, or in an engine it would be horsepower. And as a result of that, instead of spitting out pure ATP and pure energy when it's running on a proper ratio, when you put the improper fuel in it, it's spitting out maybe 3 ATP and 1 free radical. And that free radical goes out and damages the cell membrane, and then the cells start transforming into unproductive cells and diseased cells. And this isn't just for your muscle cells, it's every cell. Your brain cells run off of this. Your liver cells, your lung cells, every cell in the body runs from this. And if we're not fueling them with the proper things, proper fuel with equal amounts, the end result is inflammation. And inflammation is what brought the majority of you here listening to this film into this office in the first place. So we realized years ago, Barry Sears, 25 years ago, when we went and listened to him, he was like one of the founders of this research, and we've been all over this at Hover Chiropractic for years. And it's one of the reasons that the vast majority of our patients are on fish oil, and if they're not, they should be. And it's one of the things we're here to talk to you about. So we want you to understand a little bit as to why this is. Now, there's other foods we can eat rich too. Fish is certainly the best source of fish oil or omega-3s, but there's other plant sources you can get it in as well. But still understand fish is the best source, okay, because of 22 carbon chains versus 18, which I'm not going to bore you with. But I want you to understand we get this, and one of the important things is for you to be on an omega-3 source and also understand foods that are rich in those things, which is too exhaustive to go into here. Certainly flaxseed, oatmeal is the best of grains. Not that it's going to reverse it, but it has equal amounts. There's walnuts and other nuts that have omega-3s in them. But even if you're doing those things and eating those, you still need to be supplementing in a fish oil as part of your dietary intake to decrease the amount of inflammation in your body. Thanks for your time on this. If you have any questions, ask your doctors or Lish, our nutritionist, about this. Have a great day.